Hey guys, Romeo here again, your AI automation expert. So today I'm going to walk you through another project that I built for a client. So this is fully automated monthly customer satisfaction or CSAT collection system. So this system handles everything from sending the survey requests to following up with evaluators who haven't responded and logging the results to a dedicated Google Sheet. So I'll show you the problem they solve and how I approached it, how it works, and then we'll actually test the whole thing live so you can see it in action. So here's the situation before the system existed. The client wanted to track their team's performance by getting consistent monthly ratings from their clients, or what we call the evaluators, every single time or every single month. But the way it was being done was completely manual. Every month, the team managers had to send out emails one by one to every evaluator, asking them to rate last month's service or performance with the Google form link attached. The managers had to manually check who actually responded and who did not. They also manually following up with the ones who haven't responded yet. And once the responses comes in, they also manually log every single entry or every single response into a Google Sheet. So that's for manual steps every single month, and someone on the team had to remember to do it, all of it, on time. It was eating up hours of their time, and on top of that, out of the 33 evaluators, they were only getting 3 to 5 responses per month. So a lot of effort for very little data back. So my approach was simple, which is to remove every point of friction and automate every repetitive task. And that meant 4 things. So number 1 is automatically find the right evaluators. We have to make sure that we're sending out these survey to the right people. Number 2, which is to make the survey itself faster and easier to fill out. And number 3, automate the sending, reminding, and tracking, so no human has to remember it. And lastly, number 4, make sure that the system updates itself every month without anyone touching it. I built this using GoHighLevel for the survey, workflows, and custom code, plus n8n to handle the one thing GoHighLevel can't do natively, which is to automatically pulling the right contacts every month. And let me show you how it works. All right, so let's test the workflow. So on the n8n side, I'm only using a manual trigger for this case since we're only testing the workflow. But in production, this would be replaced with a scheduled trigger or automated trigger. Yeah, let's test it. All right, so it looks like the automation is successful. I just want to briefly explain what happened. So this action or this node retrieves or pulls all contacts from GoHighLevel that has the evaluator tag in them. Then those contacts are then split into individual items, so n8n can process them one at a time. And finally, each contact is sent back to GoHighLevel through an inbound webhook where the GoHighLevel workflow takes over to update the contact and enroll them in the monthly CSAT automation. Here on the GoHighLevel side, the workflow is triggered by an inbound webhook. So this is where n8n sends the process data back to GoHighLevel. And the next step I added here is to create contact. This is actually a required step, even if the contact already exists. And if the contact already exists in GoHighLevel, it won't create a duplicate one. It simply updates the existing contact record with any new information. After that, there's a 30-second wait to give GoHighLevel enough time to initialize and process the contacts. And finally, the contact is added to another workflow, which handles sending the monthly CSAT request automatically. So that workflow is called the send CSAT requests plus reminders. Let's head over to the next automation, which is the send monthly CSAT requests and reminders. So in here, as you can see, this workflow doesn't have its own trigger because the contacts are enrolled from the previous workflow after they are processed. So the first action, which is removes CSAT submitted tag. This is necessary because the automation runs every month. If a contact still has the tag from a previous month's submission, the workflow would assume that they've already completed this month's survey and skip the follow-up logic. So removing this tag ensures each monthly cycle starts fresh. Next, the workflow sends the monthly CSAT request email. After that, there's a wait condition. So the workflow waits for 6 days and checks whether the contact has received the CSAT submitted tag. And if they haven't submitted the survey by then, they'll automatically receive a follow-up reminder email. You'll also notice that there are 3 contacts enrolled in this workflow. So those are simply the test contacts I use while validating the automation is working as expected. All right, so before I walk you through the workflow that handles the form submissions, I'd like to first show you the form itself and the improvements I've made. So previously, the evaluators are using this Google form to submit their monthly CSAT evaluations. As you can see, they have to enter their first name, last name, email, phone number, and other details every time they submit the form. To streamline this process, I recreated the form in GoHighLevel. So as you can see, the same fields are still included in the form, but I've hidden them from the user. All right, looking at the preview mode, you'll notice that those fields are no longer visible. Instead, they're automatically pre-filled in the background using UTM parameters. So evaluators only need to complete the actual evaluation without re-entering their personal information every month. I had to do that because it makes the submission process much faster and more convenient for the evaluators. By reducing the amount of information they have to enter each time, we also reduce friction, which helps increase the likelihood that they'll complete and submit the monthly CSAT survey. Now going back to the third workflow. All right, so this is the workflow that handles the CSAT form submissions. So this workflow is triggered whenever a survey is submitted. And the next step is 30-second wait to give GoHighLevel enough time to finish processing the submission before the remaining actions run. And the next workflow adds the CSAT submitted tag to the contact. So this is used to identify contacts who have already completed the survey for the current month. After that, the contact is removed from the send monthly CSAT request workflow. Although the previous workflow already checks for the CSAT submitted tag before sending a reminder, removing the contact from the workflow adds an extra layer of protection because this ensures that they won't receive any unnecessary reminder emails after they've already completed the survey. And the next step is it logs the survey responses to a dedicated Google Sheet, giving the team a clean and organized view of all submissions without having to manually copy the data. And finally, a Slack notification is sent to the team whenever a new CSAT response is received, allowing them to stay informed in real time. Okay, now that we've gone through all three automations, let's do a complete end-to-end test to make sure everything is working as expected. So let's open up this CSAT request email. Let's click on the link. All right, as you can see, once we open the form, my personal details have already pre-filled here in this URL. So I don't have to enter my name, email, and phone number manually. So from the evaluator's perspective, all they need to do is to rate each question, submit the form, and they're done. So the entire process takes just a few seconds. Let's do it. Okay, so now that the form has been submitted, let's verify that everything worked as expected. All right, so as you can see under my name, it looks like the CSAT submitted tag has been successfully added. Now let's check on the Google Sheet to verify that the survey response has been logged. Okay, it looks like our submission has been successfully logged here. By the way, you don't have to worry about the phone number because I purposely removed the phone number because GoHighLevel only accepts other numbers except the Philippines. So ignore that one. Now, finally, let's open Slack to confirm that the team received the notification for this submission. All right, here we go. So it's coming from lead connector, which is GoHighLevel. So it looks like we successfully received the notification. Okay, so that means that all three actions were completed successfully, confirming that the automation is working end to end. So that's the full system, from finding the right people to sending the CSAT request and reminders to reporting, built completely automated, and it just runs quietly in the background every single month. And there you have it, guys. So if you got something like this in your business, manual follow-ups, repetitive monthly tasks, forms people hate filling out, or anything that's eating up your team's time, this is exactly the kind of system I build. If you want something similar, or if you just got some manual processes that you're tired of doing by hand, you can always book a call with me at rzautomations.com and let's talk about automating it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.